I really enjoy this beer, but I really don't enjoy the opening process. You guys make this like a little champagne bottle or something. Gotta do something about that. I mean, it looks cool, but the whole process is kind of, come on. And with that said, welcome back, humans! It's Wednesday, and I got another vent session for you guys. It's the middle of the week, and I'm back. And if you guys got a ticket there, why don't you guys hit that, smash that like button, and hit me with a subscription. I'd really appreciate that. I drop once a week, or twice a week, I'm sorry, Wednesday and Saturday. And turn on that notification button so you never miss an episode. And with that said, like I said, I really enjoyed that beer. Like I was saying, I just don't enjoy that opening process. I mean, damn, it's like a fucking champagne bottle, damn near. All it's missing is a damn cork or a wine bottle cork or some crazy shit. Because you got to like pop the thing and you want to peel it back or you're going to get all that fucking foil stuff on your shit. But I really enjoy the beer. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the beer is good. So I guess it's like, I'm going to do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even if you got that messy chocolate or you got that messy ice cream you like or a messy drink or a messy sandwich, it's going to go everywhere, go down your forearm. You're going to eat it. You're going to do it. So I enjoy it. So cheers, humans. So I guess I got to go through with it. I guess I got to be quiet and deal with it. All right, man. It's a new year. It's fucking over. That shit was nuts. And I mean, it's not. It's not all the way over because like there's some crazy shit going on. You know what I'm saying? They fucking stormed the Capitol. They're all down there going nuts over there, and like people are just going crazy and taking protests. I heard people are getting asses whooped and people are getting injured. I feel sorry for you guys. I hope you guys are okay. I hope everybody out there is going to be safe. First of all, I mean, I might make some jokes here and there, but on the real, I want y'all to be safe and everything like that. I understand people are trying to make a stand, and I'm not gonna badmouth anybody because I mean there was a lot of people making stands all last year about another thing they wanted to protest about, and there was a lot of support behind that, even though it got crazy. People's places got damages and buildings and businesses got damaged and stuff like that, and some people still ain't recovering from it because then we had the pandy roll through. It came through, and it came through and locked down and really got a lot of businesses hurt. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad for all you guys out there, man. I miss all the places that I go to. I miss all the places I'm a regular at. Oh my gosh, man, I miss all you guys. You know what I'm saying? Some of you guys are still, a few guys are still open, and I get to do takeout and stuff, but I miss going just sitting in there. You know what I'm saying? I love the Mexican restaurant I go to where they bring the band in there. You know what I'm saying? And there's musicians in there all the time, and it's just a great time, man. You get great food and a great meal, and, they got some great entertainment in there at the same time, man. It's just a good place. I miss y'all. You know what I'm saying? I miss my steakhouse. I mean, I could still go there, but you can't go in there. You know what I'm saying? So, just saying, man. Just a lot of crazy stuff happened, man. And I feel for y'all, man. I hope we get all through this, man. I hope everything gets good for everybody, man. It's tough. Some people that still going, like, some things affected people mentally, like all kinds of things. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of crazy stuff that happened. But we got through it, man. We got through it, and we're still getting through it because that's who we are and that's what we do as humans. Cheers to that, humans. That's what we do, man. We get through some shit. You know what I'm saying? So, that year is crazy. I'm glad it's over, but stuff spilled over. Still spilled over a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Stuff is still spilling over, like I said. Ain't nothing going to be over in just like one day or like not by this weekend. It will get better, but just not like real fast. You know what I'm saying? Things will get better. So, I mean, we can't just try to rush things. In my opinion, we can't rush it. So, like I said, man, there's people out there storming the Capitol. There's protests going on. There's like a counter rally going on. They're supposed to be finishing the electoral votes or whatever the votes are. And there's I don't even care anymore because I just want this to be done. I mean, if you lost, man, you lost. Let's get it over with. If there's some shady shit going on, put the people that did it in jail. You know what I'm saying? Let's just, Let's just get it over with. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I thought it was over when the votes was counted. I was like, you know what I'm saying? What's next? You know what I'm saying? But no, man, it was all this, people saying this, people saying that. These guys are miscounting, all these videos popping up. Those videos are pretty crazy. I don't know what they were doing. I mean, they could have just been moving other files of boxes that's supposed to be already done. I don't know. But the shit looked crazy. It did look still. A lot of them videos look weird. Uh, So, but I don't know, man. I mean, if it did happen, I mean, it's no surprise. It almost seems like that probably happens every time there's an election, but this time it just got exposed. They probably just exposed it this time. In my opinion, I'm just saying, like they probably did. I mean, there's a strong chance that like they exposed a lot of that bullshit. And then it was always going on, and now it just caught the media because everything is on the damn media. I mean, damn, the media has just been. I mean, you can't do nothing, man. They're just ready for your ass. They're just ready to get you. They just put you in there. They just cause that crazy like hornet's nest, like just throwing a rock at the hornet's nest, and then you just get all this buzz around you, and oh man, it's crazy. It's scary. It's crazy. I mean, and like I said, there's riots going on, protesting, and a lot of stuff going on. I'm hearing people some injuries. Like I said, man, I feel bad. I hope everybody's okay. And I don't know, man. It's crazy times, man. Like I said, it's like since I'm here doing the event, I'm here venting about this stuff. It's it's like setting up the vent apocalypse. You know what I'm saying? The vent apocalypse, and not the real apocalypse. People, calm down, humans. I'm just telling, like I said, might be telling some jokes and shit like that. It's like the vent apocalypse going on. You know what I'm saying? It could be you never know. It's going crazy out there. And like I said, I hope we get through all this shit like we are. Like I said, we're survivors. We battle on, man. We sometimes, there's a lot of bumps on the way. We hit a lot of bumps. I mean, there's just bumpy roads. I mean, we're like 4x4s. You know what I'm saying? Like a metaphor of a human. Because I mean, we just hit bumps on the road all the time, and we just get through it. You know what I'm saying? And then as you get older, and you get like a bad knee or a bad shoulder, you get new shit. So you can go to this mechanic. You know what I'm saying? Get some maintenance done. But man, I just want that stuff to be done. Let's get it done. Please get home safe, people. And like I said, just quit riling everybody up for a minute. Why don't the media get like a break? Why don't they have like some holiday that like gives the media like a media free holiday? You know what I'm saying? Like where you got to give up Lent. Like people on Lent, you got to give up like meat and shit. You know what I'm saying? On Good Friday, and people that fast. Whatever. They fast and do in certain religions and things like that. Why don't they have some kind of like make a national media holiday where y'all can't say nothing? Like no news is on TV. It's just like TV shows and shit like that. Not even commercials about news. I don't even want to hear commercials about news. Who cares about the weather? We'll look at the weather on our phone. Like just scroll that shit on the bottom like ESPN. Some shit like that on like a holiday for everybody to just leave the media alone. Do you know how many people would like lose like, I would say like out of our 90 notches, I won't go all the way to 100. I'll just say like out of our 90 notches of stress levels, that would probably take about like 7 down in that little, like if it was like a 3-day span, like you made it like a 3-day weekend, it was just a media shutdown. No media can do shit. You can record your news, but none of that stuff can come out till like that Monday or Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? And I think that would be awesome for the stress levels of all humans. So in 2021, we all got to get together, regardless of these restrictions, not like get together. I mean, we got to stay healthy and do all that safe stuff. I'm not saying like get together like, all right, let's huddle up. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, get together, you know what I'm saying? And we'll all get through this together. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot of, I know we can all do it. I know we all do it. I think a lot of things are improving regardless of this crazy media. Like, I understand it's still going on and whatnot, but I feel like the media is running out of stuff to talk about because how many more times are you going to talk about people counting? You know what I'm saying? Like that one dude, like that 1, 2, 3, that dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, why don't they talk about him some more instead of the other counting that people are messing up? You know what I'm saying? Just forget about the other bullshit. So they're running out of stuff. So I think they're just like holding on, you know what I'm saying? And just waiting for one big thing to happen bad to people, which is messed up. I feel like they're waiting for bad shit to happen. And I think there's a lot of good stuff happening, which, I mean, they squeeze in a couple little, maybe suck a couple segments in there, maybe like a 4-second piece of something happening that's good. You know what I'm saying? But then during that shit, I'm saying they should just shut it down and not have nothing. And it would help everybody out. All the humans out there, that would just help everybody. Our hearts would be healthier for that little, just because of that. And it would be nice of y'all to do that. With all the crap we always go through and the shit we're going through now, y'all could at least give us that. Like, have the media just shut up for 3 days. Just be quiet and just let us watch TV. Let us watch repeats of shows we like or new shit, put out new series and stuff, drop some movies out, drop them prices on them home viewings or something crazy. I hear all the fucking streaming people are starting to raise their prices because stuff's getting a little crazy out there and they still got to pay actors to do them damn shows. You know what I'm saying? So shut it down. Let us chill out. Let us relax. Let us take a breath and chill without no craziness. Even in the commercials, y'all be stressing us out when the news is about to start. You know what I'm saying? Like a commercial pops up, another shooting. You know what I'm saying? Another one comes out. You know what I'm saying? This building's on fire. Tune in at 11. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, just want y'all to be quiet for a little bit. We need that holiday. If there's some kind of petition, we should make one or whatever. But like I said, humans, we all need to get together for 2021 and make things happen for us, because I don't think their intentions or their priorities have us in mind, regardless of any skin color or race or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or representation or whatever, because I don't think we're on their priority list. I think we're on the issue list or something like that. Like we're in the comments box. You know what I'm saying? When the government's got a little secret comment box where there's like world issues, financial issues, war issues, stuff like that, like defensive issues. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Let's get each other's jobs going. And then there's a comment box, and we're in the comment box. Like, what about the humans? And nobody looks in the comment box. Y'all know that. And they laugh at the comment box. So, I don't know, man. Like I said, it would be awesome if we could get something signed and just shut the guys up for a little bit. Just shut y'all up. You know what I'm saying? Just be quiet for like a couple days. Even if it was one whole day, it would still do great wonders. And not at like midnight either. Like go past the whole day. Make it like 36 hours, and then you can start it. 36 hours you can give us. You know what I'm saying? You can give us 36 hours with no media. That would be so awesome. I know I'm like, it's way easier said than done, because that would never happen. Because with nobody to talk, nothing to talk about on the news, what else are we going to talk about? You know what I'm saying? Like, what else are you going to talk about? Because we need that drama. Not everything got to be drama. I don't think so anyways. You know what I mean? I don't think it's all got to be drama. But, I mean, some people enjoy it. I like to enjoy drama here and there as long as I'm not experiencing the drama. I can experience it from the, the point of view, like from the outside. I don't want to be like in the drama, experiencing the drama. I'd rather just watch it on the TV. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, it would be good if it was just like pre-recorded drama, because that way the media can't put up no new shit. And like I said, it just stream. You want to tell us the weather, stream that shit on the bottom. We got your news app. We can go push it on there if we got to see your face or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a news app, or everybody got his app. All these fucking apps. You know what I'm saying? So we don't need to hear y'all for that much. I mean, in my opinion, it would be great for a nice no media holiday. If y'all feel that, hit me with a subscription, share me with some friends, and hit me with a like. I'd appreciate that. So, anyways, with this new stuff going on, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the news, man. A lot of crazy stuff. And I want to start with one thing right off the bat. I have my condolences and my best wishes and prayers to Dr. Dre. I'm sure everybody knows he suffered a serious health ailment. I don't know if it was yesterday or this morning, but the news dropped real fast. I think it was some kind of brain aneurysm or something like that. I think that's what the media was saying. And I just hope he's okay, man. It's one of the greats, man. That guy, like, was one of those like pivotal moments in hip hop history. Was the stuff that he produced in the rap group that he came from. Those were like, he was part of like probably, I don't know, maybe 4 big movements in hip hop. Maybe if you could like look at it, Dr. Dre's work. I mean, he's produced, a lot of stars, but I'm saying like the movements, like NWA. You know what I'm saying? You had Eazy-E, Ice Cube, Yella. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can go on. Okay, so you got that crew. Those guys changed rap. They started doing gangster rap. Like, and even like the Beastie Boys, they were like white dudes, right? Doing like dressed in jeans and whatever. And they didn't like, look that part or whatever, but they rapped their asses off. Some of their songs in their first album was like gangster rap too. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, if you listen to them, like Rhyming and Stealing, you know what I'm saying? Like there was some songs, High Plains Drifter. There were like songs where they talked about that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it was just interesting. But like I said, NWA was just I felt like Dr. Dre himself, like, and Ice Cube as well. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I'm just talking about Dr. Dre right now. But Ice Cube and him, I think, were part of like really big movements in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there was. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of artists. I'm not trying to like drop anybody out, but I'm trying to talk about Dre right now because he's the topic right now of like going around because he's got to get better and get home to his family and all that stuff. And I hear he's doing good from an update. I saw an update on his social media saying that he's doing better and that I think he's coming home tonight. So I want to big clap to you, man. Hopefully you can get back in the studio, get healthy first, get real healthy first, stay with your family, stay close, get healthy, get strong, and make a choice from there, man. I mean, you've done so much. I mean, even if you want to just take a break for a little while, man, there's nothing wrong with that because you've done amazing things. The stuff that you left to the music world is just amazing. You know what I mean? I mean, in my opinion, I mean, I don't know anybody that would even disagree with that because, I mean, you're Dr. Dre, man. You know what you did. And not the Dr. Dre from Yo OT Raps. Back in the day, there used to be two Dr. Dre's. You know what I'm saying? One hosted Yo MTV Raps with Ed Lover, and then you had Dr. Dre the producer and Dr. Dre the rapper. You know what I'm saying? And now Dr. Dre does so many things, but producing is what we're known for. He does some amazing tracks and gets amazing artists and put together some amazing projects. And everybody knows The Chronic. The Chronic, man, that was just a big album back then. That was such a huge album, and it's still a great album now. Like, that's just some endless, or what you would call like a timeless classic album. And he did so many, dude. But The Chronic was just amazing. It was just like such a great combination of artists put together. You know what I'm saying? Master P did a good job too. I do make jokes about he had a new rapper every week, but he did a good job too, like I said. But I'm gonna get back to Dre on that for a minute. But yeah, like he put together some great like artists out there, man. It was just crazy, dude. Like all them guys, man. You can't even when Snoop came out, that was just crazy when I was a kid, man. I was a young teenager and me hearing the bass lines, like they started using the samples for like cooler, newer, like the way Dre started, doing the cleaning them samples, I'm making them so crispy and awesome, like revamping them with new musicians and playing that stuff, after mixing them down and getting real musicians because I happen to know somebody that was part of that stuff, part of that early project stuff. But anyways, uh, the Chronic album, like I said, was just really huge, awesome, great combination of all these artists. There was like when you play the album, you couldn't wait to get a CD or cassette. You know what I'm saying? Before like all this digital age came through and mostly downloads and streams now. But you couldn't wait to get the cassette or your CD. Even like a lot of people still kept cassettes, even though the CDs were out. Only because, I mean, you guys still have systems and all that, but they were like about the base systems. And now you guys just download and shit because nothing will skip. But we had CDs that would skip. If the bass rattled too hard, that shit was going to skip. You hit a bump. So people would still have their systems but use cassettes. You know what I'm saying? Rock the Kenwoods or whatever and put the tape player in there, man, because those wouldn't skip with them bomb booming, bass systems and whatnot. But yeah, so when you couldn't wait to get your CD back in the day or the cassette when even when cassettes were the big thing, because inside you used to have sometimes like the lyrics of the songs, who all worked on it, and then while you flipping and open up that thing, there was like pictures of them in the studio, pictures of them hanging out with their friends partying, like you got to see things that now you can see on all the social medias. You know what I mean? Like you can see what everybody does on their Instagram, but it used to be inside that CD case and that cassette case. And that was like awesome to kids, man. Like myself as well. Like I have such a great CD collection and I couldn't wait when I was a kid to get a new one from whatever artist, you know what I mean? Because you just want to open it and read that and while the music's playing. And sometimes, like I said, you'd have lyrics in there, who worked on what and just cool pictures. Sometimes you'd get you'd find out there's a bonus track on a CD and like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? So now it's just like, drop a bonus song, the bonus MP3 or whatever, the bonus upload, you know what I'm saying? And stream it. But it's just crazy how the times change. But it used to be a real cool, fun time for me when I used to get a new CD or a new cassette for that purpose. But like I said, back on that topic, like I said, I hope you all get better and hope you get healthy, Dr. Dre, and my prayers out to you and all that stuff. But speaking of one of the, keeping it in the entertainment business, There's a lot of things going on with that Snoop Eminem beef. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but I'm sure you are. It's going around everywhere. So Eminem's new album dropped. Great album. It's fun. I liked it. It was really good. Murder music to be murdered by Side B, and it was like I loved it. I liked Side A too. It was a cool concept. You know what I'm saying? That was a great concept for that record, man. Shout out to you, man. That was great stuff. But anyways, so you got, I guess in that album there was a song and he drops a diss on Snoop. And I mean, it was minor if you ask me. I mean, I thought it was like minor, but it was a good rhyme and I thought it was cool. It went with the song. And so now, Snoop heard it and then he says, "You better hope I don't reply." And, people are like, "Oh, let's do the verses and stuff like that." And, and then it started like people are trying to make it like it's a beef now. Like there's some like real beef going on. And now like some things are starting to come out about like what Snoop and Eminem kind of had beef, why they didn't work together and stuff like that recently, or no time that in the past or whatever. Because I guess that song, there was a song out. I can't even think what song it is. I'm trying to think of what it is, but I think Nate Dogg's in the song and all this stuff. I think it was "Hey Yo, Hey Yo, Hey Yo," something like that. "You don't wanna fuck with me," or some shit like that. And I guess something with I know they did the song, blah blah blah. And then after that, I guess Snoop's people, like I guess they were all in the studio together and all these things. And I guess Snoop's people or Snoop contacted Eminem's people to work on a track. And I guess I don't think it was Eminem that said it, but according to what I've been reading and hearing some other people talking about it, they think it was the producer Rosenberg or whatever is Paul Rosenberg or whoever his producer is, or manager. And they think that when they asked him if he wanted to work with Snoop, they said they believe that guy said no, it wasn't Eminem. But when it translated as to Snoop, his Eminem said no. So Eminem was like, Snoop was like, "Fuck that dude." So they kind of had a little whatever, secret little thing going on. But so Snoop drops this little song out, and it was like an older song, and he kind of flipped it around to make it seem like a little diss was coming out. And now people are like saying they should battle it out. Excuse me. And I mean, it would be great. It would be entertaining. But right now, with the way everybody is right now, with this sensitivity, you know what I'm saying? I just gotta boo to that because that battle would be epic, humans, and you know it. It would be awesome. You know what I'm saying? It would be awesome to see that happen. But I had a feeling with these times we're now, with the sensitivity out there, that they'd make it more of a race thing. You know what I mean? They'd make it like a black versus white thing other than a rap versus rap thing. And that's where I think that would be I wish they could do it without having to worry about that. Like I wish like they could put that aside and worry about Dr. Dre's health or do something like more positive out of this than what people are trying to create. It's almost like you're letting them instigate something. You're like y'all like the media again. I feel like it's like you're letting the media start shit that ain't really there. In my opinion, like they're letting the media fucking create some shit. And I don't think that's cool. I don't think that's cool at all. So I just think they should really look into this a little seriously. Like Eminem already spoke on it in an interview. Like he said he don't even remember doing it. Like because that dude rhymes like crazy, man. It probably just went with the flow. You know what I'm saying? And it came out. You know what I mean? I mean that dude rhymes crazy words together and throws crazy stuff in there. It's just crazy. I mean he's good. And then like I said, man, with this Dr. Dre thing going on, who's been a part of both of their lives. I just think they should look at the bigger picture and not let everybody get a hold of it and make it something huge that it shouldn't be. Make it something bigger than it should be with this race thing. I think they're going to try to make it something like that. I've heard somebody else say something like that, and I kind of agree with them. Like, I feel like they'll make it a big-time thing about race more than just them rapping and doing music and dropping hits. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I think it would be bad for them to do it right now because of that. It would cause, like, I think it would cause like super separation. It'd be bad for I think it would be bad for the rap game altogether. You know, it's already kind of hurting right now with some of these crappy artists. Like to me, there's a lot of crappy artists out there. But you got to find. Thank goodness for some of these music streamers because you find some good musicians out there. But yeah, so I think y'all should just chill out with that, and look at the bigger picture on that because there's a lot to be more positive about. With this crazy stuff going on all around the world, that we're all experiencing. I mean, the last thing we want to do is have another race thing between two amazing, iconic musicians who will be remembered and immortalized like forever because of the crazy, amazing classics that they do. They should just squash that shit and do music together instead of doing whatever these people are trying to. Don't let the media control this shit. That's all I'm saying. If you guys are going to battle, do it because you guys want to do it. Don't let the media hype it up to this shit. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Don't let these stupid-ass medias who need a media shut-off holiday, just don't let them hype that up like to something bigger than just the music part. Because that's all we want to see. Y'all make some good music, man. And if that was you guys did the verses thing, that'd be fun. Seeing Eminem out there. Everybody loves when Eminem performs, and Snoop. Snoop did it with DMX and all that, and he got out there and was dancing and doing all his stuff, you know what I'm saying? And it'd be fun to see them both out there doing the thing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Eminem would trim his beard up for that. Get all cleaned up. His beard's looking a little shaggy out there, man. It's getting a little shaggy these days. Also on the entertainment news, a real great artist goes by the name of Lauren Hill. They were interviewing her recently in Rolling Stone magazine, or on a podcast, the Rolling Stone podcast, I believe. And she was talking about why she hasn't made an album since The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, which was a great album. And she was just talking about a lot of things. You know, it was one of those projects where you probably spilled everything out, and it was like, you know, it was a lot of things that you worked on, and and it was just probably a big project, and so it was probably so successful. Maybe you had the opportunity to step out and step back and just enjoy that amazing project because, excuse me, she was speaking about like how much freedom she had and creative freedom she had on that project, and you can tell, man, it was an awesome album. It was one of those albums that you can play from the beginning to the end, like those awesome rock albums you get, an awesome any album you get, R&B, anything you're into. It's just that awesome album. You just hit play, and man, you can go all the way without stopping it. You ain't skipping a song. You are loving every song. You know what I'm saying? And that was a good album. To me, that was like every song. You know what I mean? She's got an amazing voice. Her lyrics were awesome. They just grabbed me. You know what I mean? I like it. You know, and so she got nominated. She got ranked number 10. She got the 10th spot in Rolling Stone's top 500 albums. Now, I man, that's a big deal. You got the top 10 of the top 500 of Rolling Stone albums. That's pretty cool, in my opinion. And I'm a big fan of hers. I remember I liked her in the Fugees, and then when she just went to solo with this big project, I thought it was awesome, man. Like, them songs were so awesome. And they all talked about a lot of crazy things, you know, like you can tell she had a lot of creative freedom in this song, which a lot of people don't have now because they like control what kind of music has to come out. Like, this is what we're doing, and this is what's popping now. Like, I'm sure you guys heard the interviews where people say that they go into the rooms and they're playing CDs of other people's shit because they're going to tell you what kind of album to make. You know what I'm saying? People that in music know what I'm talking about. So so you got to go experience that kind of stuff. But you could tell she had some really good creative freedom. She even spoke about that, how she brought out in that record like a lot of systemic racism, and there was a lot of that in there. There was a lot of implications of that, and like a lot of oppression things, or it was crazy. It was a great album, but it was like, not only was that, it was so expressive and real good art in the lyrics. The music was just amazing. Like, whoever the musicians were that put that together, and producers, that was an amazing job. Those songs were great. I loved all the little skits too. It sounded like somebody was in school, like kids were learning in school about things, and the way they played into the next song. So it was a fun time, man. And like I said, it was a fun album. And congratulations to that. Congratulations to another awesome musician, another iconic musician, for that, that award. And on that, I'm going to do a sports vent, humans. So that was a warning for not all the sports fans. I'm just kidding. But anyways, I'm going to recap this Garcia fight. Garcia versus Campbell. Man, did I pick that fight wrong. I was way off. I was like, man, I thought Garcia was going to do like his other opponents because they're usually bums. And thought he was going to try to make it go a little bit, and he was going to knock my man out in the third round or something. Well, he went a little farther than the third round. Not only that, Mr. Campbell over here decided to drop Garcia in like round 2. Man, he caught him with a clean ass left hook, overhand left. Like it's usually the overhand right. My man was a southpaw. He was just like, oh my gosh, it was so clean. And Garcia's a young man. He's got that little baby face, but he's got some power. He's got some cannons in his hands, dude. I mean, fucking nuclear power in there, dude. I mean, that boy just knocks dudes out, right? So I thought he got a little cocky, man. Like he wasn't as that defensive. He was just going forward, and the guy was kind of like trying to land that punch a little earlier, and a little earlier in the first round. He was trying to do it, and Garcia got a little cocky on it, I think, and he kind of walked in close, and my man caught him so clean and dropped his ass. And it wasn't like no flash knockdown. He was hurt. I could tell because, like if you're falling and your first instinct is to like break your fall. You're gonna put your arms behind you to like try to cushion the fall, right? And that's where a lot of other injuries happen to your hands and wrists and whatnot. Well, his arm was like just flopped past his body, and he just felt like on his shoulder. Like his arm couldn't even stop his fall. Like he just said like all the way noodled, and fell down, got back up, and admitted that he was dizzy for a little while after that round. And you could see it. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, the fight was good. He ended up stopping my man with a big body shot, or what they call the liver shot. And man, dude, they keep showing that in slow motion, and he like vibrated his whole body. It looked like an ocean current, or like an ocean wave, like a wake, like a water wake, went like across his whole body, dude. When they do it in slow motion, shit looked like it went even on the back of his head, dude. Like went up his neck and shit, and fucking up through the hairline. I was like, damn, dude, like this shit just like a big ripple up his back and body. But that was a big shot, and they say that when you hit the body like that and the liver hard enough, it like activates all your pain sensors like through your whole body, because you see my man like didn't look like he was out of air. It looked like he just like everything just hurt. You know what I'm saying? So he ended up knocking him out. Congratulations, Mr. Garcia, for that win. I did pick you to win. I just thought you were going to do it earlier, but that was a good fight, man. You got dropped. You came back. You showed perseverance. You faced adversity. You got past it, and you came back victorious. It was awesome. In my opinion, that was awesome. But so now they're talking about who you're going to fight next. And this is where I'm a little worried for you. Because all I heard during the commentators, I mean, you didn't even have to, I watch boxing, so I don't really have to hear the commentators say it. You're a little flat-footed. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean no disrespect. It's just the eye test. A lot of guys you were getting by weren't catching up on that flat-footedness, or they couldn't even do nothing about it because you're athletic, you're strong, fast, and you're crazy. You got crazy power. Your power is insane. So is your speed. So if the opponent is subpar, I mean, they're not going to last that long. You know what I mean? So anyways, I noticed during this fight, like even the commentators were noticing, which I noticed, and I never noticed it till this fight. It was almost like I was looking at it, and I'm like, man, that's crazy. And I was like, my man's like, I was saying that when they were showing the replay of the punch, man, and then the commentators were saying it at the same time. I was thinking like that was crazy. You know what I mean? So they were like, so the commentator was like, oh my gosh, he's so flat-footed, and I'm like, man. And I look at some other fights, I'm like, yeah, he is pretty flat-footed, which brought me to my statement about him getting by with his strength and speed alone. Before the technique fighters come in and fight him. You know what I mean? I think you should be working on that stuff to get ready for those guys. But it's almost like a lot of fighters, like I said, there's a lot of good fighters out there like him, but there's not like a lot of opponents, because a lot of the opponents are protected by their promoters. Some of them are even under the same promoters, and they'll make a lot of guys fight and stuff, but they won't. The ones that are winning and the ones that are like, selling the pay-per-views and, doing all those paid fights and whatnot, those guys get protected, so they get them against guys they know they're going to win. And I feel like Garcia got a bunch of them guys in front of him. I think he's like 14-0. Or now he's 15-0 or something like that. So now they're talking about other opponents. They've been talking about him fighting Gervonta Davis for a long time. And now they got 3 guys in mind. I've been hearing they got 3 guys in mind for him. They're talking about Gervonta Tank Davis, Devin Haney, and possibly Teofimo Lopez. Now, I just got one thing to say. I watch all the fighters. I watch all 3 of those fighters that I just mentioned. And all I got to say is if he fights any of those 3 guys, I think he loses. The best, I would say, out of the three, maybe he's got a shot against Davis if he boxes. But if he tries to do like Santa Cruz, I mean, Santa Cruz was boxing great, but he got too close and cocky too. I thought he got a little ahead of himself because my man's got too much power. Davis has so much power, man, and he's getting better and better at his defense too. His defense, I mean, why not? Why wouldn't he be? I mean, Floyd's his promoter. Floyd's in there with him and Haney. I see Floyd working with him and Haney all the time on all them videos they be posting, and it's great to see. I love seeing Floyd train because they say he's the best or the greatest. I mean, that defensive mind, that boxing technique master. You know, he's like one of them martial art masters. You know what I mean? Like the top of take the stone from my hand. He's one of them kind of fighters. I think him and Pacquiao, and there's like a bunch of guys I think are like that. You know what I'm saying? Those guys just, it's almost like those bomb quarterbacks. Like I said, the game slowed down for that man. You know, so it's cool when I see him train because it's like, you just like, you never know, because like, what if somebody picks it up right, and he creates another monster, you know what I'm saying? Like right now he's got Gervonta Davis, and that boy's a monster. But all I got to say about that, like I think he does have a chance against him, but if Davis hits Garcia with a punch like Campbell landed on him, oh, Garcia is going night. He will get it Nate Robinson. I'm just saying, like he will get nighted for real. That's all I'm saying. That punch from Davis would drop. I mean, anybody with an open jaw, I'm sure he probably dropped most of them. I think Gervonta Davis has power like that. Like, that guy's got great power. And I'm saying most of the person that he would hit that clean, I don't think Garcia would get up for that. I don't think a lot of fighters would get up for that. Like I said, I don't think most fighters would get up for that punch. Even like on a higher weight class, like if they let him punch him or some shit, like I think that dude would knock out dudes like really big because he's got some great power and he's fast. And like I said, he's learning some good stuff working with Floyd and stuff, man. So and he's developing into good, like a pretty decent fighter, even though he's short and got short range and stuff. My man's like, his technique's getting better and better. So it's like, I don't know, man. Like it's interesting, but I still think if he lands on Garcia like that, Garcia's not getting up. He's gonna go to sleep. You saw like my man, like how his arm was all limped up. If Garcia hits him, you seen what Santa Cruz looked like. It'll be similar. Like my man will be out. Most people will be out from a big punch like that, clean from him. So I would say he's got a chance with him, but I still think Davis wins. I mean, I think Davis will beat him, but he's got a chance to beat Davis, if that makes sense. And Devin Haney, oh my gosh. I think he just outboxes Garcia flat out and wins in the whole decision. I don't think he'll stop him or anything. Oh, he might. You never know, man. I mean, because I think he'll hit Garcia a lot. Like, I think Garcia will get hit a lot from Haney, man. That kid's getting... I see him working with Floyd all the time, too. He's developing a great technique, man. And, oh, my gosh, his jab is nasty. And his footwork's getting really good. Y'all better watch out, man. I'm just saying. And I think he would win a decision against Garcia all day if they don't stop it late because he's getting hit a lot. Like, maybe Garcia can't take all the punches. And maybe their trainer will stop before it happens because he's a young kid. Because, like, I just noticed with that flat-footedness, you don't last long in boxing. Like I said, Canelo was a flat-footed fighter early, but when he fought Floyd, I think he got embarrassed on Floyd. Like, Floyd beat the shit out of him because he was coming at Floyd flat-footed. And ever since then, Canelo never lost. My man just stepped the game up. Now he's got footwork. It's hard to hit him. Like, you see him dodging them punches from dudes, like doing all that crazy footwork and the crazy slipping. You know what I'm saying? Like, he learned his lesson from the greatest. He saw what Floyd did. He's like, man, I can't be just walking around with this shit. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to go against these big dogs and the big cats and the big names. So he developed that footwork. And I think Haney's got it. And I think Garcia needs to start working on it like ASAP. Because I'm a fan of him too, man. But I want him to have longevity. He's young as hell. He needs to just keep going, man. Develop everything. Because like I said, you need that flat. Oh, man. Haney's got the footwork. He's got the technique going. You got the power and speed. But I think your corner might stop if you're getting hit a lot. And you're not doing nothing back. You know what I mean? Now, as far as Teofimo Lopez goes, he showed me a lot against Lomachenko. I was really impressed, man. he looked like a real boxer. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times he was winning with power and shit, man. He looked like a good boxer, dude. And he's got a lot of powers too, and he's got a great chin. You know, so man, if he fights Garcia, I could see him stopping Garcia too, and or maybe the corner. If he don't stop Garcia, I could see the corner stopping the fight for him from getting punched a lot because Tiafimo's developing also, man. He's developing into a great fighter. He's working on all facets of the game, just like Floyd has Haney working and Gervonta going, man. I love watching that shit, man. There's videos of him training his children too, like a couple of his sons and stuff like that, or one of his sons. And but I like watching him do with these seasoned fighters, man, because that's amazing, man. It's cool, especially when they want to learn. Because a lot of guys, like you take some, like a lot of people put a scar on this generation, the younger generation. You know what I'm saying? Because they think people don't have drive and don't want to do this stuff because it's all technical and digital. Well, I disagree with that because I think some people do show drive in their own way. Whatever it is, I think there's something going on you just might not know about. You know what I mean? But these young individuals want to learn. And to be great like them and to make that money like those guys and have that success, I mean, why not learn if they're willing to teach you, man, from the best ever? You know, one of the greatest ever. You know what I mean? So I'm excited, like I said, but I think Tiafimo and Haney probably have the corner, possibly the corner stopping both of those fights or them stopping him. And against Davis, I see. Oh, excuse me again. I see Davis possibly if he lands a punch, like I said, if he gets a shot to land a punch like Campbell, Davis has put him out. But if and also if he doesn't have any footwork, like I said, if Davis can corral him into like a corner, Garcia will be in trouble, man. And he'll be trying to drop them big body shots, but they're going to be dropping body shots too, and they're not going to be standing still. They got some footwork, and so that's all I'm saying, man. I would work on footwork, man, because Davis, I think you have a shot to beat, but I think he's going to win. Like I said earlier, if that makes sense to y'all. I think Davis will win, but Garcia's got a shot to beat him or something like that. But I'm going to keep it on some sports and talk about my Detroit Lions. I mean Lions, but, remember the old episode back then when I crapped on my team. Well, now they fired the coach and GM, and they're on the hunt for some new guys, and there's some big names out there, and we'll see what happens because a lot of it I feel like is the organization, but we'll see what happens. But I think they should be looking for a quarterback this year. You can still keep Stafford, let him finish out if he wants, or you can use him for trading. I don't know, man, but I think you still owe him some money. I don't know if he's not still under contract. I'd have to look that up. But I don't know, man. I would say definitely draft a quarterback this year. You have to. He's towards the back end. Great guy, great arm. And he's one of them dudes, like I said, we might not be winning and stuff like that. And he's all beat up. And people are like, why should you have him out there? There's no sense. Well, he's one of them guys that I think, in my opinion, that just wants to be on the field and loves football. Like, just wants to, one of them guys, one of them gridiron guys. Like, it's got to be, I got to play. You know what I mean? Whether we're doing good or bad, my man likes to be out in that field and play football, and whether our team's doing good or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wants to be out there playing the game. And, I respect that, But I also think we should start looking for the future of our team. Start looking for a quarterback for him to maybe teach a little bit, or I don't know, man. We got to get a coach. We're still looking for a coach. We still need a GM, and then I think we need to get a quarterback. Possibly if it's going to be good enough, let's try out, draft a quarterback. Maybe he could be the new guy for the future. Or if he don't work out, start looking for quarterbacks, but already get one. I think we should do one this year. Like I think we should do one in this draft. So I think we should be looking for a quarterback. We definitely got to get a coach and GM. I don't know what I think they said. I think it was going to take 6 weeks. They said some stuff like that. It's going to take 6 weeks to get a new coach and stuff. So I don't know, but I think we should pull the trigger in the offseason. Definitely draft a quarterback, and let's start some stuff. Let's get a fresh guy in there and let Stafford do what he does. If he wants to stay here and play, old and let the young guy, get better and develop. Let's do it. The defense needs some work. A lot. We got rid of Darius Slay and a lot of, Quandre Diggs. Those are some good key players that made some big plays sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That kept us in the game sometimes, Make the games a little interesting. at least. But I think the defense needs a lot of work in the offseason, so I hope they make some moves on that and definitely address the quarterback too. No shots on Stafford. I'm just saying because I mean he is getting older, and there's no reason for somebody to have like maybe like a mentor type of thing or whatever. You know what I mean? So I think they should definitely go for quarterback and work on the defense because the defense was really bad this year, man. There was some weird stuff happening with that defense. It was crazy how the Lions just found those crazy ways to lose a game sometimes, you know? And speaking of the NFL, man, a lot of shit's going around about the Eagles. It was on a big national televised game, you know, which they call the prime time, you know, for the non-sport people. Like Monday Night Football is considered like a prime time game, you know. And they'll say Football Night in America on Sunday. That's the prime time game. You know what I'm saying? So this was one of them nationally televised games everybody's watching because people are making playoff position and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I guess the Philadelphia Eagles were playing the game, and I guess during the game, I don't know if they found out. I'm sure they found out because some weird shit happened. Some controversial shit happened. There's really not a conspiracy. It really happened. Like, I mean, you saw the game just flip-flop. Like, it just switched up. You know what I mean? So during the game, they have a really good quarterback. They're in the game. They got a chance to win. And the stuff pops up on the screen because you're getting updates all the time. Like, oh, this person wins. Or if they lose, or if this team loses, this person's getting this position. They win the division. These guys are moving to this playoff spot. Yada, yada. You know what I'm saying? All the yadas for that, you know, stuff. I won't get too technical. You know what I'm saying? So that was happening during the game while you're watching it. You know, if they lose tonight, the Giants don't make the playoffs. Or that was the thing going on. That was my commentator voice. Well, if they lose tonight, the Giants don't make the playoffs. So, like, right then, in the game, they pull out their quarterback, and they bring this, like, backup quarterback. I don't even know who he is. I forgot what his name was. But he wasn't good. And this dude starts throwing interceptions. Can't even catch a snap. Like, the snap looked like you were watching, like, that Replacements movie. When it was like, blow the whistle. He was running from them guys. He was scared as hell. So they get the snap, and it's almost like he caught it and slapped it back on the ground for the other team to get it. And then he was just throwing passes to the other team. And he looked a little suspect. And a lot of what I found out recently in football is that, like, towards the end of the season, a lot of players can get their bonuses and stuff like that. So, like, if somebody's not, like, I don't know what's in their contract, if they got to get so many receptions. Like, there's a lot of technical things that go on in contracts, I guess, which I didn't know all that. I thought it was like, you know, if you play this much and all, I thought it was just about, you know, paying them to play. You know what I mean? But I guess there's a lot of other things that go on some. Not every contract, but some contracts. And I guess in a lot of contracts, you get like certain receptions, you get a bonus. Defensive people get a sack. You know, your quarterback doesn't get touched. Receptions, a big chunk yard play, and all that stuff for getting bonuses. So I guess I found out a lot of coaches will tell guys at the end of the year, start to get your money, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that money. You let them guys make their bonus money. I seen quarterback like Brady was hooking up Antonio Brown, giving him little shuffle passes to get those receptions up. He was throwing bombs to Gronk, doing all these little, you know, doing things to hook everybody up. And you can see it going around all the teams. All the teams were doing it. You know what I'm saying? So then the Eagles pull their quarterback, their star quarterback, put this other dude in and, like, lose the game on purpose to almost screw the Giants, which I thought was messed up. So, or were they told to? Who knows, humans? Let's see if that starts popping up. Were they told to? That'd be the sports conspiracy. But who knows? But like I said, man, man, I don't know. They looked a little suspect to me. So do I got a great, crazy headline for you. Like I said about drama, man, do I got some drama. Dude, do I got some drama. Yes, sir, I do. A man caught his wife having an affair. I guess he came home early from work to catch his wife having an affair, heard the other guy running around the house, and then couldn't find him. He went everywhere in the house, could not find the guy. Searched everywhere. Except under the bed. Where, located under that bed, was a underground tunnel from his house to her house. And it was right under her bed. Isn't that crazy? Like, my man would sleep over that shit, go to work, and she would move the bed, pull the carpet back or whatever the fuck, and they had a tunnel from his house to her house. And they were having an affair, like cartel style. He's not cartel or nothing. I think he was like a construction worker. Ooh. Quote unquote construction worker. And use construction style digging methods. That's what he said. And that was like what I read. You know what I mean? And so he made a tunnel from his house somewhere in his house, which came up under her bed or under their couch or something like that at her house. And that is pretty damn wild. And so you hear about them tunnels where they move all the drugs and move all that stuff like that. Who knows how many tunnels are going through this country, man? There's some crazy shit going on in this country. It wouldn't surprise me anymore. Like, I would just go to the bathroom outside and like a fucking sinkhole popped in and some dudes from another country popped up. You know what I'm saying? That'd be crazy stuff to see happen. Or like, well, I guess he came home early and fucking went all over the house, like I said. And when he moved the couch or the bed or whatever, that's where he saw the tunnel. And he went to the tunnel. My man jumped in the tunnel, went to the guy's house through the tunnel, popped out in his house like, what's up, ese? You know what I'm saying? Orale! And fucking said, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Started yelling in his house. He's telling him to be quiet because my wife, he was married too. He was like, my wife's in the other room. Be quiet. So they started fighting in the house and all this crap happened. So now they're all busted from cheating on motherfuckers. And that was just some bananas headline. I had fun reading it, so I wanted to share it. And it was in Mexico, I believe. And Arizona. It was like Arizona and Mexico or something. Like, he made a little tunnel from, like, it was crazy, dude. All that for some bootay. And it was crazy, but that was pretty insane. And I don't even know how long it was going on for. Cause I don't even know if I got that far. I got too blown away by the article. I was just like, oh my God, I started talking to my wife about it. And I was like, you ain't gonna believe this, you know what I'm saying? And they show pictures of the tunnel. So I don't know, man. It was pretty nuts. That is pretty strange. Like I said, man, it was like, I don't know. What would you guys do, man? That'd be crazy, dude. You just fucking dig in the ground and there it goes. So, in some other news, I have some crappy news. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that. I mean, it is crappy. I feel bad for this shit. It's some crappy news. I feel bad for California because now I heard there's even more crazy laws happening in California. Now I heard there's a law that passed effective January 1st that took thousands of restaurants in California off of those app delivery sites. The law's already done. It's going January 4th. We're January 6th. And yeah. So they took thousands of these restaurants off with some law. And like those Uber Eats and all them places, like they can't go to these, they can't use them. They can't get food from there. They can, like, that's kind of scary, man. Like, there's a lot of crazy shit happening over there, man. I feel bad for y'all. And I only know what I'm reading and seeing other people talk about on other shows and stuff like that. So I'm not an expert on this stuff like that. But I read this today and I was like blown away. Like, what else are you guys gonna do to the Californians? What else are you gonna do to those California humans out there? Those are my humans out there. What are you gonna do with that, man? You all need to chill out. Like I said, I don't mean to make a joke on them, but it feels like they are trying to make it like some kind of crazy like District 9 place, man. So I feel like they're trying to move people out of there because people are leaving in like droves out of there. And I feel bad for the businesses out there. It's a big state. And they took thousands of restaurants off these places where you can't eat inside, and now you can't even get food at all. I just feel bad about them, everybody, man. I feel bad for y'all, like I said, man. Shout out to everybody out there in California, man. Much love to you guys, man. I'm feeling for y'all right now, big time. This is crazy. Everybody out there, all the restaurants, you know what I'm saying? I'm not counting everybody out, but there's a law for these dudes, man. I got to say something about it because, I mean, they got a law fucking taking people's money away, dude, literally. That's where they got to eat. Everybody got to feed people, man, some way or another. And I just feel bad, y'all. What else are they going to do? You know? Seems like they just keep bringing it up and bringing stuff up and taking stuff away and keep doing it. And the media's fault. Like I said, they tell us all this crazy shit, and then they get other people involved, and like, some people care and some people don't care, but I do care. And like I said, I hope y'all make it through, man, because I know we will, because that's what we do as humans. We're survivors, yo. We get through it all. Like I said, we're human versions of like an SUV. We're built for all terrains. Whether y'all like it or not, we are. Because we overcome everything, man. We go through some hardship. We go through some craziness, but we make it through it all. But I mean, I feel bad for y'all, all the restaurants out there. I hope you guys can still make a living somehow, man. I hope you guys can, I don't know, maybe see if you're allowed to deliver it yourself and you don't have to use those apps. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they can just call your business and get it delivered that way. You know what I mean? At least I hope so. Big time. I really hope so. So shout out to y'all in California, because I'm feeling for y'all, man. I'm praying for you guys. I'm praying for everybody. I'm praying for all the businesses that are hurting. But this law shit is crazy. This law stuff that these people are creating, these laws. And then you know what's even crazier about the laws that they're making? There's people that are voting them to go in process, like to make them a law. They're letting them go through. That is nuts to me. That is crazy. I don't agree with that stuff, man. I don't like that one, man. I feel bad for all this crap that's happening now. Like, that's why I hope in 2021 everybody gets more positive. Everybody moves for the future. Let's keep it going. Let's try to like I don't know what kind of unity, but let's try to get together somehow, make things more positive, and not let this media instigate and control the narrative, control everything. Let's get control of ourselves and try to send this petition that I'm talking about so we can shut that media up, because they be talking too damn much. You know? Like I said, we need that media blackout holiday. And I'm serious about that too. We need to really figure out. I'm going to look into this, because I think we really need to do something like that. We need to shut their asses up. For real. But man, oh man. We got to protect all the humans for 2021. We got to get together as humans, protect all the humans, and stand up for all the humans. And that's my opinion on that. And there's nothing else I could say about that. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, man, that's what I feel we got to do. You know? And with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And if you did, hit me with a like and subscription. I'd really appreciate that. I drop an episode every Wednesday and Saturday. And hit that notification button so you guys, I'll let you know when I'm dropping a new episode. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate all you guys that are with me now, all my subscribers, all the new viewers. I hope all you guys are enjoying this. I'm having a blast doing this. I try to bring guests on. I'm trying to do all kinds of different things. Like I said, I'm having a lot of fun doing it. And I appreciate y'all that are watching. And I hope I get a lot more watchers. I hope you guys all, hope more people come in and enjoy the show on Wednesday and Saturday, And with that said, this has been another episode of Meant to Vent. Till next time, humans. See ya. Pretty good.